Our next story is about a dictator turned fugitive. He once ruled Pakistan like a demigod. He's now living in a self-imposed exile and suffering from a health condition which, by the looks of it, is not getting better. The man we're talking about is Pervez Musharraf, the former president of Pakistan, now charged with treason in his own country. For the last 9 years, Musharraf has been in the UAE. His condition has been described as critical, with chances of recovery said to be slim. He's suffering from something called amyloidosis. It's an extremely rare health condition. It weakens almost every organ in the body. Musharraf was diagnosed with it in 2018. In the last 4 years, his health has deteriorated. Reports say he now wants to return home to Pakistan. That's apparently his last wish, to spend the rest of his life in Pakistan. Now, even if his health permits this travel, it's going to be a complicated affair, because Musharraf faces a death sentence in Pakistan. In 2014, he was found guilty of high treason, of subverting Pakistan's constitution and arbitrarily installing himself as the ruler. So if he returns, he will have to face the law, or not. Because this is Pakistan, laws are more flexible here than in most parts of the world. Last week, some reports came out. They said Musharraf's associates have approached certain powerful quarters in Pakistan to ensure his smooth return. Now, you know what is the most powerful quarter in Pakistan? The army headquarters, Rawalpindi. And sure enough, Musharraf had a visitor. None other than the Army Chief of Pakistan, the current one, General Bajwa. 2 days back, he met Musharraf in Dubai along with top physicians from the Pakistan Army. No pictures of this meeting have been released, no statements either. The Pakistani media says that General Bajwa went to Dubai in his personal capacity to inquire about Musharraf's health. The people of Pakistan do not buy this story, though. They say the visit had a clear agenda to see if Pakistani doctors can be trusted. Let me explain. This is what people are saying. Health facilities in the UAE are a lot better than Pakistan, and Musharraf's family says Pakistan's health infrastructure is ill-equipped to handle him. So Bajwa took these Pakistani physicians to Dubai to see if they'll be able to keep Musharraf alive when he's brought back, if he's brought back. Now, none of this has been confirmed except for the fact that Bajwa went there with doctors. Why did he feel the need to visit Musharraf? How much clout does Pervez Musharraf still enjoy in Pakistan, in the army? He shed the military uniform. He no longer wears the badges. Yet he has the army brass visiting him. Does Bajwa's visit show the Pakistan Army still stands behind their former boss? Where does that leave the law? No matter how heinous your crimes are, no matter how serious the charges you face, if you were part of this institution, you will never be left behind. And this is something that Musharraf himself has said repeatedly. In 2019, when he was awarded the death sentence, this is what he said, and I'm quoting, "The army has always been with me. Even if I'm not in uniform, I can assure you that the army will still be with me." And the army responded in similar fashion. This is what they said in response to that statement. An ex-army chief, chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff Committee and president of Pakistan, who has served the country for over 40 years, fought wars for the defense of the country, can surely never be a traitor. During Musharraf's 9-year rule, there were numerous reports of human rights violations, enforced disappearances, unwarranted killings, torture by army officials. In 2011, he was charged with orchestrating the killing of Akbar Bugti, a Baloch nationalist leader. In 2021, a report said that more than 7,000 people disappeared during Musharraf's tenure. The cases were registered, but not a single case was investigated. I could give you more examples, but you get the point. Like all dictators before him, Musharraf ruled with an iron fist. The Pakistan Army's efforts to bring him back, their attempts to ensure that he escapes accountability, are an insult to the victims of Musharraf's atrocities, to say the least. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.